table.
And too many people are getting caught up in money too much. That's because the thing is too, because my stance on it, a guy should take care of everything. He should pay for everything. Like that's what he should. That's what a man does. A man pays for everything. He takes care of the woman. Now, guys push back and they're like, "Well, that's impossible today," and they whatever kind of look. The thing is, you don't need the iPhone. You don't you can live a much simpler life. And yeah, I know rents are high and stuff like that, but you can live a much simpler life where you are the primary breadwinner as a man and you take care. And most women, I know that a lot of guys are like, oh, women like money. No. They want to feel protected and provided for. It doesn't
stable.
Right. And it doesn't matter how much that you have. It just matters how much you give.
Right.
Right. That's the difference. Is like,
man,
how much
that better be a clip because that's true.
Right.
Like, because there's plenty of men out there who aren't making a shit ton of money, who are still providers for their family.
Right.
And that is the key. That's what a woman really wants. Men hear that and they're like, oh, I have to make so-and-so amount of money then. And it's like, no.
You have a better life. You have a better life for your children. If she doesn't work, instead of living in the nice suburban neighborhood with a couple of cars, you live somewhere that's maybe a little bit more off the beaten path, that's not as nice, a smaller house. You got one car, whatever it is, okay? You don't maybe eat steak dinners, right? But you have a woman, a feminine woman in your house.
Right. Who's making a home, raising your children, providing support.
She's going to be happier. You're going to be happier. Right. Everyone's going to be happier. Like the money, you can say, oh, if she makes more money, we can get a bit. Yeah, all that stuff. But that never is going to ever make anyone happy. That's never the solution. That never solves the problem.
People still think that money solves all their problems, and it really doesn't.
It just creates more. When you don't have money, you're worrying about getting money. When you do have money, you're worrying about how not to lose the money. And I can tell you that the stress of how not to lose it is a lot of times worse than how to get it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. And so you got to figure out what's optimal and work from there, and take money out of the equation. And instead of letting money drive the dynamics of your relationship. That's not the move, right? And yeah, as a man, if you do the math and you're like, no, there's no way we can live off of $40,000 a year salary. I disagree. You can move somewhere. There's different options. But if you really have figured that that's not the case, then you got to figure out how to get to the place where you can take care of your family.
Right.
And if you're a single guy, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You don't get into a relationship until you can support a woman. That's how it is. I can guarantee you, if a guy comes knocking on my door, wants to date my daughter, I'm certainly going to be like, yeah, how are you going to provide for her? That's the question.
He's going to be scared just looking at you anyway, though.
But I want to know,
boys at her school already are scared.
Can you take care of this woman? Can you take care of this woman? Can you have a kid? Can you take care of the kid? Can you financially provide? You're going to make her work? No, I don't think so. That's not. So you got to figure
unless
shit out.
she wants to start her own thing,
even
but
if he
has to be the stability.
Even if he told me, he's like, sir, I'm only making like $80,000 a year, 60, whatever, by the time inflation, whatever. And he's like, but I don't spend a lot of money. I got a house. I have a mortgage payment on it. It's this amount of money. She doesn't have to work. I can take care of the bills, all that stuff. I don't care. He doesn't have to put her up in a mansion. That's not, the point is not how much you have. It's how much you give, like I said.
Yeah.
Better than perfect, we stand.